Hey, what's up, everybody? Prospector with Watcher of Realms. It's been a while since I made a video. Been up to a few things going wrong, a few things not going wrong, kind of fixing some things. But anyways, today we're going over my new Abyss 1 team. I'm running a Leia team, Watchguard and the Esotericist Faction. I did manage to finally hit 90k. I was stuck down at 62.5 before. This is a big deal. I'm going to break it down the best I can for you today. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so as you can see on the screen here, this be my team. We're running A3 Leia, A5 Kagiri, A5 Sun Kong, A5 Diao Chen, A1 Draylon, A1 Nastia, A3 Moradin, A0 Vorn, that could be some improvements, A3 Numera, and A3 Narissa. Now, I'm not too worried actually about the Vorn thing because it just adds like another shield break to another unit. And I'm not really having any issues breaking through shields with this team. So, yeah, I think that the awakenings are fine. If I wanted to bring them all the way up to like A3, A5 or whatever, that's where you start seeing some major difference in damage numbers. But that being said, I'm just kind of stuck with A0. I only pulled them once. It is what it is. Nastia could use some awakenings as well. If Leia were to manage an awakening level 5, she would get an extra 5% damage boost to the allied units, and it'd be a little bit of a difference. You know, it's just kind of creeping up higher and higher and higher. You need to awaken all these guys pretty high in order to really maximize the damage. Now, a lot of people are using a very similar team here. I did manage top 45 with this. It'd be like top 36 with like the last run I did. I just managed to hit 90,600, I believe it was. But a lot of people are using the same exact team here. So you're seeing the Leia Nastia teams, Leia Nastia. Well, here's one with Rygar, but here's our Leia Nastia. So I had no idea how they're playing this, so I don't know how this guy hit 120k, if it's just the awakenings or what's making the difference. But all I can do is really show you my team and how I'm doing mine. So there might be mistakes, there might be things that I'm missing. If you do see any during the run, please let me know down in the comments section down below. I will give it a go to see if I can min-max this team. So anyways, let's get into it. This is very end game, guys. So I'm going to walk you through the run, and then I'm going to show you the gear. The gear is absolutely nutty. The artifacts are absolutely nutty. The awakenings are pretty nutty, and it's pretty sketchy going through the run. Not terrible, but it's pretty sketchy. As you can see, we're not running an Aelin, which makes it a little more difficult to survive. You have to actually swap Diao Chen back and forth. All right, here we go. Loading up the screen, guys. I'm gonna try to move myself over. I'm gonna show you the placements, and then I'm gonna restart the battle. That way I can kind of explain to you what's all going on here. Make it really easy. Now, it is tight placing down your heroes, and I know this is really hard on mobile. I know it is really super hard on mobile because you can't use the escape button to pause, and it makes it really difficult to do this, but it kind of is what it is. You gotta try to make do with what you have. Try to grab the heroes immediately to get a little bit of a pause in the clock so it doesn't move so fast on you. You could just make sure you're on 1x, etc, etc. I'm gonna have to move myself up a little bit. I know I am. This should be good here. Let's just put myself up here. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is gonna place Kagiri right here, okay, facing upwards. He's gonna have to be right here because Draylon's gonna be up in the top right, and he's gonna have to share that meteoric deluge damage when it comes down, and he's gonna have to be able to use his sheath. So just keep that in mind. Most of you guys know that, but some of you don't. Diao Chen right here, facing upwards. Doesn't matter if she's facing upwards, I guess. Switch her over to Song of Sorrow immediately. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and place a Wukong right here. And he has to be here as well because he has that ability to stop the unit within his range from dying one time. Kind of gives him an unyielding, and that's going to be Draylon right here just in case. That's kind of the best way to go. And then we're going to place Leia right here facing to the right. It's going to help with the healing with Draylon, and she's going to be able to reach all these guys and help with their rage regen. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and place down Moradin facing up right above this center tile right here. They're going to face Narissa at the bottom facing upwards. Nerissa, Leia, and Diao Chen. Well, Diao Chen and Leia are in Wings of Grace. Nerissa's an Invigoration set. This is giving these allies buffs. Just so you guys know, Invigoration buffs, Wings of Grace buffs, extra 10 to 12% attack for each one. Now we're gonna go ahead and place down Numera right here, facing up behind Kagiri. And we're gonna place Draylin right here. We're gonna place Nastia right here. And we're gonna place Vorn right here. He's gonna have this cross and have two allies with the highest attack in his range. I believe that's the way it's set up. That way you make sure you can actually get all these guys. It's probably gonna be Sun Kong and Kagiri, and that's the two you want, so he has to be on that side. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and restart and then start walking you through the actual fight. Didn't have to be that high, I was wrong. Alright. Let's hit challenge again. I'll get back in there and I'll start walking you through phase by phase. The fight's overall not that bad. It's a little sketchy. Sometimes there's some RNGs involved, so hopefully this run goes smooth. And when I'm walking you through it, you don't have to worry about restarting the fight over and over again just to get it to roll right. It shouldn't be a problem, but things happen. Okay. Giri and Diao Chen. Put her in. Sun Kong facing right. Leia. And then we're going to go ahead and place down Moradin. And then we want to get our Nerissa facing upwards. We're going to get Numera down. We're going to get our Draylin down. Nastia. See, Numera didn't drop. Okay. Alright, then we're going to put Vorn. Activate Moradin. Activate Numera immediately. Numera has the ability to like stack her ults as you go along. And there's just so many times that you can do it. Has like a max stack. So just keep popping her ult. It does help out with her. Now this first Drake spell is going to come. We're going to use Kiri when it's about to hit. You're not going to be able to catch that first one. Not with the Watcher faction, typically. You know, I like to just use it on that one anyways. Alright, first round's coming through. We're just going to go ahead and use Leia after this hit. We're stunned, use Leia. Leia's going to offer a rage boost to the allies in her range. And then she's going to also offer some damage increases. And sometimes, I think it's like a random effect. But she has an exclusive piece on which guarantees that as well, so keep that in mind as well. Alright, activate Numera again. We're going to use Kagiri. Right there. I want to use Sun Kong. I want to get this up before this Worm's Wrath hits, so immediately use that. And it should be able to bring down the shield without having to worry about anything. Once it drops, we are going to activate Draylin. That's going to go ahead and pop off a damage boost because she's A1. The allies in her range. Activate Moradin again. And we're going to save Numera this time. As soon as Kagiri is ready, you see that ground damage. 1, 2, 3. Activate him. He should hit. And we usually get a Sun Kong off as well. Here we go, Sun Kong. There you go. It's about shield's about to change. It's about to change over to the magic phase. I'm gonna activate Leia. There's a little bit of a countdown. And right before she goes off, I like to use Numera's ultimate. Go ahead and activate it now. 1, 2. Activate Numera. And now Numera, when she's done with her ultimate, should have a nice bit of rage starting off. And she also had a nice rage boost. Alright, now as soon as Moradin's ultimate is ready, we're going to activate him. We're going to pull him over here to the right, and he's going to face him downwards. When you do this, he starts charging himself up, okay? So when he comes back with a big damage boost when we move him back in. You have to have a little bit of HP on him with this comp because the only one healing him is going to be Nerissa. So he's going to have to take a little bit of a beating sometimes because she can be a little bit wonky and slow here and there. Alright, so we're just hanging out. Drake's bellows coming down. There's nothing really we can do right now. Not going to worry about this at the moment. You just kind of go with the flow for now. Now, when Numera is ready with her ultimate, we are going to activate Draylin on the second phase here. Activate Draylin, activate Numera. Alright, there she goes. Perfect. We should be able to hit 30 to 32k. And also, we might not hit the 90k like I was saying, but to kind of show you how to get this done, you guys can play with it and fine tune it the best you can. Showing the gear is going to help a ton though. Showing the gear will help you a ton. First meteoric deluge. Activate Geary as soon you can see the meteors coming down. He'll share that damage. We do not want to activate Numera until the shield is down. We're gonna do the same trick with Leia as we did before. There we go. Shield is down. Leia's given that damage boost, those random boosts here and there, and also offered her a rage regen boost. Sometimes you can get the ultimate off, sometimes you can't. It is what it is. Nice to get another one. That's the key factor here, is can you get another one off before he switches? And it looks like we got it, and that should give us to our 32k roughly. Oh, it's just a little slow. It's just a little slow. That's my fault. All right, when it switches over, go ahead and move Morden, activate Kagiri. I was a little slow on Kagiri. Like I said, I'm trying to walk you through this. Probably activate Kagiri first there, and then activate Morden, then Sumukong. My bad. It is what it is. It is what it is. The damage will be just a little bit lower. Alright, Drake's Bellows coming in. Alright. We're still okay. We're still okay. We're going to activate our Leia, and then we'll hit Numera as well. Don't have to worry quite yet. It can be a little bit wonky. Activate your Sumukong, and then activate Kagiri. You want to get Kagiri's ultimate off before 25% of his cooldown on that sheath. It does guarantee much more damage when you do so. That was why I kind of failed that last hit when it switched over. You want to get that right away. Here comes the Worm's Wrath. Gonna hit, and we're just gonna hang tight. Activate Morden immediately. Should be ready. All right, should be able to make it through this. Usually does. Activate our Draylin and then Sumukong. And then we're gonna wait just to be safe. Just to be safe. Right, there's the ground damage coming. There we go. And there we go. I'm gonna wait until it switches over. Do the same trick with Numera as we always do. Activator. And then we'll move Morden back down over here again. We are now entering phase 4. Right now, it is too dangerous for us to stay in Song of Sorrow. So as soon as they get their initial hits off here, we are going to go ahead and swap our Yao Chen over into Serenade of Hope. Sorry. All right, so then we just have to stay safe. That's what we're looking for. There we go. You do not want to use Draylin's ultimate throughout all of this until we get to that Meteoric Deluge. We can, however, use Numera's. There we go. Usually it works out pretty well. It really depends on your Leia and how strong she's built. These heroes are built ungodly. Trust me, it's going to be tough for you guys to mimic, but some of you might be able to and have something to work towards, okay? Don't panic if you can't mimic it. It is what it is. At phase 4, if you do it right, you know, phase 5, you can go ahead and get your 60k for sure. Now it's ready to go halfway. Activate Draylin. When the meteors show, we're going to go ahead and activate Kagiri. This is going to guarantee that they stay alive. As soon as that's done, switch Yao Chen over. Okay. Now, we're going to make sure that you have that magic res reduction right here on the bar. You can go ahead and activate your Numera. We're going to do it the same way we usually do. Leia, then activate Numera. That way, our ultimate should hopefully be back again. That'd be really nice if it did come back. It's a little bit of a wonky run. This is not the way it's been going for the most part, but like I said, it's because I'm trying to talk and walk you through it. So you can see what I'm doing here. Numera's ultimate is back. Go ahead and activate it again. Beautiful. More damage. That's what we want. All right, we'll go ahead and move Morden back in. Activate Sumukong. This one has a little bit of a pause for the ground damage after it switches. So you're okay. So activate Kagiri now. There you go. And as soon as those guys are all going, we do need to switch back into Serenade of Hope. I'm going to get those words right. He's been out for how long now, and I'm still struggling. We're going to use Draylin's ultimate on the big hits that he does when he's slamming them down to the ground, just to try to keep them alive, guys. And we can go ahead and use Leia as well right here. Activate Numera. And right about here, we're going to activate Draylen. It's going to give them a big heal. And then pretty much make them dang near invincible. Not quite, but close. All right, now we're going to go ahead and activate Sun Wukong. And we'll wait for the next opportunity for ground damage here. Activate Kagiri. There we go. Now we're at 73k. You can kind of see how this works out. We can go ahead and swap over our Diao Chen now. Hopefully I'm doing this right. So now we're waiting for, or we'll hit Morden, and then we're gonna wait for Leia. Hopefully we get these guys' ultimate back. If we don't get it back, we're kind of screwed. Not gonna lie. Oh, come on, get it down, get it down, get it down, get it down. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's always really tight, guys, right there. Trust me, it just always is. All right, we made it. 80k. Moving on to phase 6. Now when we move into phase 6, we have to do something really weird. We have to pull all the physical DPS units off of the field. First, we're going to activate Numera. Okay, and you can start pulling Morden, Kagiri, and Sun Wukong off the field. As soon as Numera is done with her ultimate, go ahead and switch over your Diao Chen. It's going to get really finicky here. Sometimes you're not going to make it. Sometimes you will. Ideally, you get your Numera to last until the Meteoric Deluge hits again, but sometimes it only happens 2 times, sometimes you only get 1 ult. So just gotta really be careful in how you manage this. So Diao Chen should be able to handle this first Drake's Bellow coming through. It's really sketchy and really tight, guys. It's hard to say. The second hit that the boss is gonna do now, we do need to use Draylen. We're gonna go ahead and switch over Diao Chen. Use Draylen now. Should give her... Oh, see, she left. I just left her. So you can leave your Diao Chen in Serenade of Hope. But the way I got to 90, like it was 91k, was switching her over for 1 last hit into being in Song of Sorrow. So anyways, that's pretty much how this plays out, guys. It's really shoddy in the end here. Like I said, I don't know how those guys are hitting 120k. It could be a lot to do with Awakenings. It could not be. As you can see, these guys are still alive. We're sitting at 87.6. Usually I hit 89 on average. If I get really lucky and pull something off lucky, I can manage that 91k. So let's go over the gear really quick here, guys. And then I'll leave you with that. All right, so damage numbers quick, actually. The damage numbers. Thank God you didn't update. That's perfect stats. 285, usually 280 to 300 is pretty average. 167, that's actually pretty high for my Sun Wukong in this. 151, as you can see, Numera had missed one of her hits, so she's sitting at 136. Usually she's a 151. My Nastia and Vorn are sitting right around 100 million. I see a lot of the higher teams hitting 150, and that's another 100 million damage, so that could be very significant difference in what's going on here with just higher Awakenings, but I'm not exactly sure. You see Narissa's doing a ton of healing, and we have Leia here doing 13.4. Narissa beating her out. Let's go over the gear. Let's go over the gear, and you guys can be off to try this on your own. Alright, so world rankings, 46 I think it was, 45. Yeah, so I hit 90.6. Let me see if I can find that picture here, or 90.55. Here it is. Let me see if we get that on the screen for you. There it is. This is a screenshot of me hitting 90.55 with that exact same team. Exact same planning, timing's just a little bit better. And I kind of broke that down during the fight. Anyways, let's get back to this. Alright, so Leia. Leia's gonna have her euphonic coronet. I think I'm saying that wrong. Anyway, it is augmented a little bit. 1000 HP, extra 325 attack, and level 25. And then we're going with her exclusive Light's Grace weapon. That's getting attack speed, attack bonus, healing effect, and rage regen, your typical healer stuff in Light's Grace. And that's during the ultimate. Leia's basic attack is guaranteed to be enhanced, okay? On the breastplate, we're just looking for attack speed, rage regen, HP bonus, and healing effect would be nice, but defense bonus also does help, or flat defense. Her defense is actually relatively low. It's kind of hard to keep her alive. Wings of Grace Bangle attack bonus, attack speed, rage regen, HE bonus, and healing effect would be nice. I'm actually going for attack piece amulet as well. This actually seemed to help and make a massive difference for me getting there. Very specific, okay? Attack speed, rage regen, healing effect, and flat attack. And then we have the Watchguard exclusive, which is going to be increases damage and healing effect by 8%. Quite a bit. Damage is not really a big deal, but the healing effect is. Attack speed, rage regen, HP bonus, attack bonus. Yeah, so that's going to be Leia. Let's move on to this crazy Kagiri, okay? So, Demonic Relic. We have an 8.6% attack bonus on it, 1k flat attack, and 2600 flat HP. Obviously maxed out. We're going for attack speed, crit rate, crit damage, attack bonus. We have attack bonus, crit damage, attack speed, rage regen. I'm getting 100% crit rate from the other 4 pieces. That allows me to skip it here and then just go for this kind of piece right here, adding some extra rage regen. And we're going for Soulbound Arcana because it's better than anything I have in Cataclysm. Well, for the most part. Attack bonus extra 4.5%, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, and a maxed out rage regen is unrivaled power. We have attack bonus 3.7%, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, flat attack. And then we have a crit damage piece with an extra 4.5% with attack bonus, crit rate, attack speed, and rage regen. Very proud of that build. It's a crazy build. It's totaling out to 38k HP, 27k attack, 394.5% crit damage. Sumo Kong. We have a 9.4% attack bonus on here, augmented with up to 845 attack, 3120 HP. Maxed out. They don't really need a ton of HP. They're pretty strong as it is. Attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, and some rage regen. I like to have a lot of rage on my Sumo Kong. And then we have attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, and attack speed, a little extra HP up there, and 2.5% augment, and crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, and rage regen. And you're going to kind of see the same kind of pattern here going through here. And yes, all 3 pieces are relatively the same. All right, moving on to Diao Chen. Diao Chen is at 17.354 attack, 28k HP. It's quite a bit. You don't really need to worry about rage regen. You just want to have basically your attack bonus boosted up a little bit with flat attack, and then try to pick up some attack speed and rage regen, healing effect, whatever you want to pick up on there. But the most important thing is this attack bonus and flat attack, and then a little bit of HP. Same thing here, and the same thing here. We're going with Warlord. Breastplate, you want to get attack bonus and flat attack. HP bonus, defense bonus is nice to help keep her alive. And then on the weapon, you want to go attack bonus, and pretty much you can go with HP bonus, rage regen, healing effect, doesn't really matter. She does have a 10.3% attack bonus on her artifact, and 1k or 1075 attack, 2940 HP. Pretty solid. Draylin here. Draylin, I decided to go with an Unshaken Will. I was having so much trouble keeping her alive. I could probably pull off a morale set at this point because this build here isn't really all that great. But it makes it a little bit easier just to run Unshaken Will. If you just want to get those high numbers and see what you can do to keep her alive. If you have a really nice morale set, give it a shot, see what happens. We're looking for HP bonus, attack speed, healing effect, defense bonus. The whole works here pretty much all the way through here. Same kind of concept if you can pull it off. This is Unshaken Will set has just been really hard for me to obtain, so it is what it is. HP bonus, defense bonus, rage regen on a Astral Guardian set. Same thing, HP bonus, your typical tank stats. Add a little healing effect in there for good measure. A little bit of rage regen. Cadaver Dagger, augmented a little bit, trying to get your HP a little bit higher. The other attack doesn't really matter. Nastya. Alright, so artifact, 1k attack. Our flat attack boost, 5.8% boost on the attack, and a little extra HP. All matters with her. Her stats need to be relatively high. Weapon is going to be the Wicked Vengeance set, attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, and there could be attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, some rage regen. I like to have a little bit of rage on her. It kind of times out better. 40% is even better if you can pull it off. Attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, flat attack, and Soulbound Arcana, and across the board there. Alright, so Morden, I only have his artifact at level 16, something I could improve on, and it's not augmented very high either. There's some improvements that can be made still, even though this team is geared relatively well. there's always something better you can do. All right, 410 attack bonus here, 1k HP. He doesn't need a lot of HP. Attack bonus, attack speed, crit damage, and rage regen. We have the same kind of build I get from Kagiri, where I get the crit rate maxed out in the other 4 pieces. So then I can run it like that. Well, actually, it's 90.5%, so that's probably an improvement that can be made too. Attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, flat attack. And then we have attack bonus, Soulbound Arcana. I wanted to put some HP on him, like I was saying during the fight. The reason is when you move him off to the side, like, he has to survive a little bit. So I just go with all 3 pieces of HP. That puts him at 56k HP, 24k attack, 364.5% crit damage. I gotta work on that crit cap there. I thought I had that maxed out, but maybe when I swapped over to HP bonus, I didn't realize I lost the crit cap. That's probably what happened. Vorn. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Blight Caller's Claw. I haven't done anything to improve it. I ran out of resources with that. Attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, Wicked Vengeance, attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, and flat attack. I always like to have a flat attack piece on the breastplate. You can go attack speed if you want to, but I just prefer the flat attack. Soulbound Arcana, attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed. Just typical quad rolls across the board here. Some HP bonus on the amulet, and then flat attack again. I'd like to shoot for 24, 25k HP, even a little higher if you pull it off. 19k attack, 339% crit damage. Then we have Numera with the Shattered Hilt, 410 bonus attack, 1370 HP. Looking for Wicked Vengeance quad roll here. Nice high roll. And then we're looking for some HP bonus here. She has a relatively easy time dying. So I just try to get over 30k. That's going to be your goal. We have an aggression roll here. And attack bonus with quad for rage regen. Then we have attack bonus with quad flat attack. And then we have another one with rage regen here. Last one, guys. Last one. We're going to go with a Taya's Bomb on Narissa. Now you can go with the Euphoric Orb for extra attack speed. I just like the Taya's Bomb for the extra security. You don't have to really worry about it. And it saves me a ton of time. But we're going in for Warlord, high attack speed, high healing effect. Same thing here, high attack speed, a little bit of HP bonus. Invigoration set with attack bonus, attack speed, rage regen, healing effect, some flat attack if you can. Same concept. Here is every once in a while pick up some HP. Try to get over that 25 to 27k HP. Attack is at 22.5k. Rage regen is 63.5. You don't really need any rage regen with Narissa in this fight. Healing effect at 79. In fact, the healing effect would probably be more valuable. Alright guys, that's it for the team here. We'll go over the stats one more time. I think it will show. Yeah, you can see that these guys actually ran 150, 150, 158, 293, almost 300 million on the run that I did prior. And the 90k one is obviously going to be a little bit better than that yet. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you check out Discord. Make sure you check out prospector.gg if you need any help with hero builds, hero guides, stage guides, stuff like that. I'll also offer takeovers over there as well. Anyways, that's all I got for you. I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.